So in this video we're going to be writing our setting description. Hopefully you've already looked at the previous videos about how to plan your sentences and edit and improve your sentences. And now you are ready to write your description. So the first thing we need to do is plan our success criteria. What is going to make our setting description successful? So here I've got some ideas that might help. These are things that you might find on the learning wall at school from our writing toolkit. So we've got conjunctions, words like and, so, but, or because. Punctuation, using capital letters at the beginning of the sentence and for names, and also using full stops, exclamation marks, question marks and commas correctly. Using an address. Adverbs. Using our kinetic letters, so making sure our letters are correctly formed and making sure they're sitting on the line. Using adjectives. Using time words. Using similes. And using a varied sentence structure. So looking at these, are there any of these that you think would be really useful for making your setting description a successful piece of writing? Have a little think. Are there any that you think, oh no, we don't need to use that in our writing? Yes, you're right, time words. We don't need to use time words in a descriptive piece of writing. We also don't need an address. We would use an address or write an address if we were writing a letter to somebody, so we don't need that. So, looking at the rest of those, have a little look and choose 4 or perhaps more, but for this piece of writing we're going to choose 4 things from our writing toolkit that you think will make your writing successful. Try to think about writing that you've done in the past and what your targets were, what you needed to improve, and add those to your list. So I'm going to choose punctuation. I'm going to write that onto my list. It's really important that if I still sometimes make mistakes with my punctuation, that is important, something that I'm thinking about. I'm also going to choose kinetic letters. Again, it's really important that my handwriting is nice and neat and that my tall letters are clearly taller than my smaller letters, my lowercase letters. To help you with that, you really need to think about where your letters are starting, and if there's any letters that you're not sure how to form, then please go and have a look at the kinetic letters videos, which are also on our YouTube channel. Okay, so I've got punctuation, I've got kinetic letters. Now I'd like to use adverbs because I'm only just starting to use those in my writing and they really help me to describe things more clearly. So I'm going to write adverbs. And finally, I'm going to add conjunctions to my success criteria. Okay, now if you're looking for a challenge, this one here I'm going to talk about in a moment, varied sentence structure. Okay, this is one that you might like to choose if you're looking for a challenge. Okay, so pause the video here. You choose which of these from our writing toolkit are you going to put in your success criteria. Remember, it's personal to you. Okay, so now that I've got my success criteria ready, I can have a look back at my plan. Okay, so now I've got my plan ready. It's really important that you use your plan because this is all the hard work that you've already done. Okay, I've just folded mine over so that I can fit it all onto the screen for you, okay? But there are 4 sentences in there. So, before you start writing, you need to read your sentence out loud. Okay, so behind the tall oak tree, a playful girl is hiding quietly like a mouse. Okay, so remember, think about what your sentence needs to start with, a capital letter. I've got mine here. Okay, and I'm just going to copy it down nice and neatly, trying to bump all of my letters onto the line. Behind the, remember to add in the words that you used to improve your sentence yesterday. Behind the tall oak tree, a playful girl is hiding quietly like a mouse. Okay, so all I've done is gone across, followed my plan and copied down my sentence. Now you just need to carry on and finish writing up the rest of your sentences. Okay, just the same. If you'd like a little bit of a challenge, I'm going to show you how you can do something else. I'm going to show you how you can vary the structure of your sentences. So for my next sentence, instead of writing near the large metal park gates, a little friendly robin is perching patiently, waiting for his friends so they can fly away together. I'm going to start with this part of my sentence. A little friendly robin is perching patiently. Then I'm going to add in my prepositional phrase, near the large metal park gates, and I'm going to add the final bit of my sentence, waiting for his friends so they can fly away together. Do you see what I did? I moved my prepositional phrase from the start of my sentence and I added it in after my verb and my adverb. Okay, so we're going to write that down, but let's say it one more time before I start writing. A little friendly robin is perching patiently near the large metal park gates, waiting for his friends so they can fly away together. Okay, now I'm starting a sentence, so what do I need? That's right, I need a capital letter. It's not a capital letter on my plan, but because it's the start of my sentence, I must remember to make it a capital letter. A little friendly. Notice I've used a comma there because I've used two adjectives in my list. A little friendly robin is perching patiently near. Don't forget that if you've got a capital letter on your plan, it doesn't need to be a capital letter now because it's in the middle of the sentence. The large metal park gates, waiting for his friends so they can fly away together. What do I need at the end of my sentence? That's right, I need to put a full stop. Okay, so all you need to do is carry on, finish writing up your sentences. You can choose to vary the order of your next sentences, but it's really important to make sure that you say them out loud before you write them down to check that they make sense. Okay, then the final step that you need to do before you finish is check your writing against your success criteria. So have a look. The first of my success criteria was punctuation, so I need to check that I've got capital letters, I need to check that I've got full stops, and I need to check that I've used my commas correctly. So I've got a capital letter here at the start of my sentence. Behind the tall oak tree, a playful girl is hiding quietly like a mouse. Good, I've got a full stop at the end and I've got a capital letter at the start of my next sentence. I've also got a a full stop at the end of that sentence, so I can give that a tick. I've used my punctuation correctly. I've also got commas between my adjectives. The next thing on my list is kinetic letters. When we check our kinetic letters, we need to check that our letters are sitting on the line, make sure they're not going under the line too much. We also need to check that our tall letters are clearly much taller than our lowercase letters, and you can see here there's a real clear difference between my tall letters and my smaller letters, so I can give that a tick too. The next thing on my list is my adverbs, okay, and I need to find those adverbs before I tick it off. So, behind the tall oak tree, a playful girl is hiding quietly. There's an adverb. She's hiding quietly like a mouse. A little friendly. Oh, now we need to be careful with this word. In this sentence, friendly is an adjective describing the robin. It's a friendly robin. So although it has an ly ending, it's not an adverb in this sentence. A little friendly robin is perching patiently. Okay, but there is another adverb. Near the large metal park gates, waiting for his friends so they can fly away together. Okay, so I found two adverbs, so I'm going to give that a tick. The final thing I need to look for are my conjunctions. I'm looking for and, so, but, because. There are other conjunctions that you might find, but those are the main ones that we focus on in year 2. So, behind the tall oak tree, a playful girl is hiding quietly like a mouse. Oh, there was not a conjunction in that sentence. Let's see if there's a conjunction in the next sentence. A little friendly robin is perching patiently near the large metal park gates, waiting for his friends, so, there's a conjunction, so they can fly away together. Now I have found a conjunction, I have used a conjunction, so I can give that a tick. But I think that if I wanted to improve my writing next time, I would try and use more conjunctions, okay, because I've only used one, and I think that I could extend more of my sentences. See if you can have a look down your success criteria, think about what you've done really well, maybe tell a grown-up what you're really proud of in your writing, and see if you can tell your grown-up what you think you could improve next time, and then try and remember to add that into your success criteria next time you are writing. Okay, well done for your hard work today.